guys, it's Emma, and today I have my friend Liv with me.
Hi!
You might recognize her from the spinach linguine mukbang that we made.
Like 5 years ago.
You know, like pretty early on in my like return to YouTube career, you know? Like So today we're doing another mukbang, whatever you want to call it, and we just went to Whole Foods and, you know, food hall. And we picked up some food. So Liv, what do you have?
I have a rice bowl with a bunch of random stuff that I threw in there. Vegan, plants.
I have some chana masala, you know. So it's like lemon rice, spiced chickpeas, and it's vegan, gluten-free, all that goodness. And then I also got a Zevia cream soda in Soda at Olivia Babe. So honestly, we're just going to be talking about like high school advice, like what to do, what not to do,
Here's my list.
that kind of thing. We have a list.
Okay, so the first thing on our list is we said not being in a group is not a big deal. So I think both of us have kind of like
Dealt with this.
I
mean, I wouldn't even say dealt with this. Like, it was like not
it just kind of happened. Like, there's a lot of like clickiness, obviously, through like middle school and younger years, and a lot of it actually doesn't go away in high school. At least the beginning half of high school, and both of us, I think, kind of found ourselves through kind of bouncing around different groups and kind of like, I guess having like few close best friends, but never really being in like a group in school. And I think a lot of like girls kind of feel like that's the only way they're gonna like survive high school is if you have like a big group of best friends at school. But definitely, well, we went through just having gymnastics friends because those are like,
yeah, we like met pretty much through gymnastics. So we both went to this gym when we were younger. And then we, like, we weren't, like, close during that. And then we, like, didn't really talk again, obviously, because we weren't that close until, like, my freshman year. And then, you know, the rest is history. But, like, honestly, I second that whole thing. Like, I was, like, kind of in a group in middle school, but, like, I definitely wasn't, like, their first choice to hang out with, I feel like. And, like, when I got to high school, that, like, obviously fell apart just because I was, like, I didn't really want to be a part of that anymore and, like, not being, like, asked to do anything, you know, like I feel like I was like
being
like,
a second choice.
Yeah, I was like always the second choice, and like that's fine, I guess. Like
no,
that's what you're
fine.
into, but
it's
like
not fine. That's so frustrating, and anyone who says that they don't mind that is lying.
Yeah, that's like unhealthy, honestly, because you're just like surrounding yourself with people who aren't really interested in hanging out with you at all, and like it was like in middle school for some reason a bunch of like guys just started like not what the heck just fell on me. Oh, it's your corn. That's fine. The guys in my grade started just, like, not really liking me, and I don't know why or how it started, but, like, then, like, if my friend group was, like, doing something with the guys, they would be like, oh, well, like, no offense, we, like, can't really invite you, and I was like, oh, okay, like, good, thanks.
Yeah, that that sucks.
That also, like, definitely messed me up, because I would just feel like they didn't like me, and then, like, if I, like, asked people to hang out and they said no, like, once, I'd be like, okay, they, like, hate me, and I would never ask them to hang out again, and I feel like I've, like, lost so many friends that I, like, had because I feel like they think I don't like them because I would never make any move to hang out with them if they said no, like, once. And it just kind of sucks.
It's important to learn, like, who's going to be a real friend to you and who's just going to use you to say they have another friend, or like to use your house for like a party or something. Like that definitely happens a lot.
Oh, that happens all the time.
And I feel so bad for those people like that will like they think that these people are being nice to them because they genuinely like them, but really they just want to use them for a house party. But that's definitely, it's just something important to like try to understand, and it sucks when you kind of realize that people are using you, but staying in that friendship or in that relationship is just so, it's gonna end, the longer you stay, the worse it's gonna hurt when it ends, I think.
I just think it's like so bad for your mental health, and like I feel like so many people at this point in high school just like want to have like they just want to be like, oh, I'm friends with this person. It's like all about the numbers, But I just think it's so much more fulfilling to have, like you can have a lot of, like, friends. Like, I definitely have, like, a lot of friends. But having, like, a few, like, core friends, like, 3, honestly, is, like, great. Like, if you have 3, like, close friends at school that you know will, like, have your back no matter what, like, that some of your other, like, friends might not, you're honestly set.
Another thing, this is kind of, like, controversial, and I know that, like, this doesn't apply to many people, but definitely don't feel, like, pressured to go into, like, this is later, but a 4-year college. For me, personally, I want to go, right now, I can't speak for when I actually do make this decision, but right now I want to go to culinary school, and it's definitely not your traditional, like, 4-year school with the dorm rooms and the parties and all of that, but I think that, like, this stigma around, like, having to go to a 4-year school and it being, like, university of something is kind of ridiculous, because if you're not going to go into something that you're spending thousands and thousands of dollars on every year, then, like, why do it? It's just a waste of money, and you're going to be in debt, and who knows, you might not even have fun.
Exactly. And, like, we're not saying that, like, it's bad to go to college, but, like, you need to make the right choice for yourself. Like, the right choice for me, I want to be, like, something to do with fashion merchandising. So, obviously, the right choice for me was to go to fashion school. That might not be the right choice for everyone who wants to go into that, but I, for myself, just thought that that was my best bet. But you obviously don't need to go to college for many professions, and you don't need to go to, like, a traditional one. And honestly, any school that you pick is, whatever fits you is fine. Like, people in my school make, like, well, and Liv's school too, but they make such a huge deal out of, like, the college that you pick. And, like, it just doesn't really matter. Like, as long as you enjoy where you're going and you know you're going to get a good education, it doesn't matter if it's Harvard, it doesn't matter if it's, like, Brown. Or the work you put into it is what you'll get out of it.
And also, like, don't ever be afraid to, like, take a gap year or, like, or, like, work a couple years before you go back to school. It's not the end of the world if you, like, really don't know what you want to do. Because you've got your whole life ahead of you. And
my dad took a gap year, and, like, he has a great career. He has a job he loves, but he did what he wanted. His dad was like, no, you don't really need to go to college. I didn't go to college. Like, I'm not paying for it. And so my dad was like, no, like, I've known since I was 7, I want to be, like, a software engineer. And so he took a gap year. He worked and he saved up money. And he had a great college experience, and it was, like, totally, it was good for him, and he was young for his grade, so he probably wouldn't have been, like, I mean, I don't think he's still matured, but, like, I think it was better for him to be, like, a little bit old for his grade than to be young for his grade. You just need to be ready. You'll know when you're ready for college. Like, I know I'm ready, and I can't wait to leave.
we said you don't have to join clubs and teams.
So, when I was a freshman, I literally, the first thing I joined was, like, this, like, community service club, and honestly, it didn't even do that much. Like, it really needed to be, like, redone. And I, like, went to, like, 3 meetings, and the only thing we had done so far was, like, make pies for this, like, soup kitchen for Thanksgiving, and I just felt like that wasn't really enough, so I was like, yeah, bye. So I kind of quit that. But then, I did school gymnastics my freshman year, and then Liv, when she's 2 years younger than me, so she's, like, gonna be a junior next year, and so she joined my junior year, and, like, both times, like, neither of us had fun. Like, we didn't like it, and, like, the team, like, a lot of them just, like, hated each other, and it was just uncomfortable and not fun for anyone involved.
I mean, it was definitely fun, but it was not like it wasn't, it didn't feel like a real, like, team, because there was definitely some tension, and, like, we kind of just, like, secluded ourselves off too, so it was definitely not all on other people, but
no, 100%, but
we kind of felt, like, not left out, just kind of, like,
awkward.
Yeah, a little bit, like, cliquey, like the team was kind of cliquey, and we were kind of, like, not in it. And but yeah, I mean, we don't obviously don't regret doing it. We don't, like, regret being on the team or joining clubs. It's just that if you don't feel comfortable at a club or on a team, don't feel like you have to stay because it's like, oh, just to say I'm on this team or just to say I'm in this club. And because in the long run, it's way more worth it to have fun and be free than say that you were in this club or on this team.
Yeah, honestly, like, that's my biggest thing is, like, don't regret anything you've done because, like, sometimes I used to think to myself, like, oh, like, I wish I never, like, dated this person or I wish I was never friends with this person. But, like, everything you do, like, teaches you a lesson. And, like, even if you dated someone that was, like, not a good idea and you just didn't work out, like, that definitely taught you something. It has to have. And, like, I don't know, man.
Another thing we said was that it's important to recognize who you can trust. And that kind of goes along with the friend thing. Like, it's important to recognize, like, who, in a relationship, like, romantic relationship or just a friendship relationship, it's important to, like, recognize who, like, what you want to keep to yourself and what you want to tell other people. And that definitely goes along with social media as well. Like, with Finstas, when you put your whole life out there, it's like you have everything to lose, really, because at that point everyone kind of knows everything about you, and you've got nothing, like, for yourself. And I definitely would prefer to keep my whole life, like, low key, like, on the DL, so that people, like, because then people can use things against you if they know everything about you.
Well, exactly, and I feel like there are so many people that, like, I mean, I definitely put, like, a lot of my life out on social media, like, pretty much all of it, but, like, I don't know, if I was going through something really hard, I would probably keep that to myself, but I know so many people that put, like, every aspect of their life out on, like, mostly their Finsta, but it's, like, so many people that are following it are, like, not their close friends, and it's, like, stuff you wouldn't tell your close friends to, but I feel like it being on the internet and not, like, face-to-face, it's so much easier to, like, spread it to everyone.
Yeah, and you just need to know the line, like, where to draw the line of what's appropriate to post for people that can send it to other people to see.
Yeah, like, you can't, if you're gonna do that and make everyone know what you're doing, like, you can't get upset when everyone knows things and people are talking, like...
Oh, it would be fun sledding down
You know.
the hill.
It was, don't waste your time. If someone is sending you mixed signals or is not, it's always, like, so important to, like, know in a relationship of any kind, like, the amount of effort the other person's putting in. Mm-hmm. Because when you're giving someone, like, giving and giving and giving, and they're not, and you're just, like, so, like, head over heels for someone, just don't waste your time. Just don't, and it's so hard to let go of things that you, like, really want or you really want to happen, or just kind of, like they could be in a Taylor Swift song. Probably not gonna happen. And it's the harsh truth, and it sucks. But just don't waste your time.
Now I feel like we're segueing into, like, relationship advice, but, like, relationships, like, should not feel forced. Like, I definitely have experienced this. Just, it should fit. It should fit perfectly, and, like, you're dating, most people, I'm assuming, are, like, dating to get married in the long run, so, like, everyone you date is probably like, oh, like, I could see myself with this person forever. And, like, if things aren't right, like, their family hates you, and, like, it depends on the situation, but if their family hates you and they don't stand up for you, they are absolutely not the right person for you, and you just have to deal with that. And yeah, it stinks, but you'll be so much happier in the long run than if you had stayed with them and experienced that at every family gathering, every birthday.
There's a difference between, like, making compromises and making, like, extreme sacrifices.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay. Mod Podge? Isn't it I don't know. I saw Mod Podge the other day in the store, and it was spelled, like, way differently.
Isn't it M-O-D-G-E? P-O-D-G-E?
No, it's like...
No.
Okay, you said M-O-D-G-E. No.
P-O-D-G-E.
It's M-O-D space P-O-D-G-E.
Mod Podge? It's Mod Podge.
It's M-O-D-G-E P-O-D-G-E. But no, not anymore.
It's Mod Podge.
No, I guess not. And that's a Mandela effect. I haven't heard that before.
I've never heard that one before.
You might have heard it here first, or maybe you're actually smart and like actually knew it was Mod Podge. But that's so stupid. That's stupid.
No, it's Mod Podge.
This is so random, but why is Dance Mom still a thing?
That's like the dumbest thing because I feel like Dance Moms is still like Maddie, Chloe, Mia.
Yeah, it's always gonna be.
Like it's
Mia.
not like these random girls that I've never heard of. Like I would not even want to watch it anymore. Like I don't.
Yeah, it should have ended after Abby went to jail. Maybe it did. I don't know. I shouldn't talk. I have no idea.
Yeah, wait, did it?
I don't know, but I think she's like in the hospital right now.
Yeah.
Hope she's doing good.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a super fun film. We hiked up so far. Yeah, we're like sitting like in a castle kind of thing right now. But yeah. Also, comment down below if you think Liv should make a YouTube channel. If she would do like fashion, lifestyle, vlog, vegan videos. Like she's such a good chef. She could whip up some recipe videos. So, you know, comment that down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.